Rams, Lions in overtime. The Lions just won the toss. Crazy weekend of games. So far, I'm 10-4 for my predictions. I predicted Detroit to win this game, so I'm hoping that they go down, get 7, and end it. That's what I'm hoping. I also have them in a bet getting 9, so I cashed in that bet tonight. It was a teaser with a bunch of other teams, so we cashed on that bet, guys. We did a good job betting. I put $200 in my account. I'm up to 250, so 25% in week 1. Not too bad for us. We're waiting for this game to get started. In overtime, it's been a pretty back and forth game. Cooper Kupp having a great game. Over 14 catches. The dude is absolutely lighting it up. Crazy performance from Cooper Kupp. We had a great lineup of games today. I picked the Chiefs to win. They won. The Eagles won. I picked Minnesota. They won. New Orleans, I picked them. I lost the Pittsburgh-Atlanta game. I knew it was going to be close. It could have went either way, right? Then New England beat Cincinnati somehow. I can't even wrap my head around the Bengals losing at home to New England. Unbelievable, guys. Absolutely unbelievable. I'm still dumbfounded by that loss by the Bengals at home. Joe Burrow's hand's not right, man. It's messed up. That hand is still super jacked up. He was on the sideline, like wiping it, like shaking it off, and that hand is still not 100%, guys. Definitely not 100%. And then what else? We picked Buffalo. We picked Chicago, Houston, Miami, Tampa Bay. All wins for our predictions, guys. And then we lost the Dallas-Cleveland game, man. I just underestimated just how terrible Deshaun Watson is at football, right? Deshaun Watson is terrible. What's up, Nick? So, 20-20 Rams at Detroit. The Lions just won the toss. Yeah, man, they need to get a touchdown, bro. Right now. We need to end this thing right now. Yeah, just run your offense, guys. No rush. You got all the time in the world. No turnovers, man. Oh, nice reverse. He's got blockers ahead. First down, Lions. First down, Lions. Yeah, it was, man. I got the Cowboys game wrong. I thought the pass rush was going to be a little more effective against Dak Prescott and that offensive line. But so what happens when your offense is really bad is like you keep putting your defense in really bad spots over and over and over and over again. And that's exactly what happened. They kept getting short fields on a good defense, right? So that's what happened. Straight up. I think the Cowboys are going to struggle as the year goes along. I think Deshaun Watson is just not a good quarterback. How many throws did Deshaun Watson miss in that game? Wide open guys thrown behind them, over the top of them, at their feet. Just an overall terrible performance from Deshaun Watson, man. Yeah, and then I thought the Raiders were going to win, but the coach lost that game for them, man. Just horrible coaching on the Raiders. Gardner Minshew actually played pretty well. But the Raiders coach was just terrible. Just absolutely terrible. All right, Lions are moving down the field, man. They are in Rams territory right now. Is that Gibbs or Montgomery? I can't see that far. Montgomery, yeah, just keeps on trucking, man. Keeps on trucking in past the 30. I want the Lions to win this game, give myself another win on the day. If I go 12-4 in week 1 games, I'll be happy with that. You can come down. They're on the 27 right now. Screen pass dumped off by Goff down to the 20-yard line. The Lions are going in to score. We need no turnovers right now, guys. No turnovers. Just run the ball. Run the ball, Jared Goff. Run the ball. What were some of your favorite games today, guys? That Houston-Indianapolis Colts game, I knew that was going to be a really close game. That one was a ton of fun to watch. CJ Stroud is the real deal, man. That Miami-Jacksonville game was awesome too, man. I loved Miami really showed some grit. That defense looked a lot better than I thought they were going to be today. They looked really, really impressive. Really impressed by the Miami Dolphins defense today. Down to the 15, it looks like. 7 minutes left in overtime. Come on, Dan Campbell. 2nd and 7 for the Lions. Sure, Nick. Ask me whatever you want, bro. I liked the Buffalo Bills and Arizona game. That was a ton of fun to watch, man. Josh Allen was pretty much flawless in that performance today. He looked really good considering he's got a whole new slew of wide receivers. Keon Coleman, the rookies on the outside. Khalil Shakir didn't have as good of a day as I thought he was going to have today, but, they still got the W. Caleb Williams didn't necessarily play well, but the Bears defense really stepped up, and the Bears got a big win. Bears got a big win. 2020, Rams, Detroit. We are in overtime, everyone. Really exciting. Nice run by Montgomery again, up the gut. Looks like he's close to a first down. What other games did I really like? Tampa Bay played really well. They blew out Washington 37-20. All the rookies except Caleb Williams lost today, but Caleb Williams didn't win the game. His defense won the game with those turnovers. He only threw for like 90 yards. He's pushing forward. First down for the Lions. 1st and goal from the 1.5-yard line. Come on, Detroit. I do hate this rule in the regular season that the Rams don't get to possess the ball. I hate that rule. I think both teams should get the ball like the playoffs. I don't really love that overtime rule. But I like it because I bet on Detroit tonight. They got 4 shots to get in the end zone right now. Detroit will lock it up. They're going to lock it up, guys. Let me know in the comments what were some of your favorite games today. Atlanta really underperformed. Cincinnati played absolutely terrible. Joe Burrow is not healthy. That hand is bad. I'm fading the Bengals hard this year. I don't think Burrow's healthy. I think he's going to struggle for the year with that hand. I really do. Miami, Tampa Bay got wins. Seattle won. I was big on Seattle this week. I thought they were going to win, but Bo Nix didn't look too bad. He had an okay performance. Kenneth Walker III played really well. Geno Smith had that horrible interception in the first quarter. Terrible. All right, 1st and goal for the Detroit Lions. Let's wrap this up. Let's put a bow on it, NFL fans. What are some of your favorite? I'm going to do a video on Tuesday about all the Week 2 games. So there'll be a lot of fun to go through with you guys. If you haven't yet, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. 1st and goal from the 1. Touchdown, Lions! Touchdown, Lions. They win the game, guys. Big time win for the Detroit Lions. Man, I was getting a little dicey there for a little bit. Lions win 26-20. Solid performance from the Lions, getting a big home W. But man, what a good game. The Rams are for real. Super good, very talented team. Let's take a quick look at the schedule for Week 2. I'm really excited about these games, guys. We did really well with bets. If you're interested, I just opened up my memberships. You're going to get all my bets, all my survivor picks. We're up $50 today on a $200 balance. So I made $100 in bets, and I came away with $50 in profit. So 50% on the money that I scaled up this week. Very, very, I'm happy. I lost a couple bets. I bet like a $5 bet on the Raiders plus 3.5. I lost that bet. And I think I took the Packers and the points too for a $5 bet. I lost that, but I won all my other teasers, all my other parlays. The Jaguars, the offensive line concerns me with the Jaguars. The defense played really well. I mean, holding the Miami Dolphins offense to only 20 points is a remarkable feat. So, I mean, to come away with a positive in a loss. That's the way you got to look at it, right? I mean, week one, it was a sloppy week one across the league. A lot of sloppy play, a lot of poor quarterback play from the quarterbacks. Look not good today. A lot of quarterbacks that we think are stars did not play too well today. So next week we got Buffalo at Miami. That's a really exciting game. Man, I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know who's going to win that game, man. I don't know. That's going to be a really fun one. Thursday night, Buffalo Bills at the Miami Dolphins. That should be a lot of fun. Night game on Prime Video on Thursday. Another game to kick off the week. New Orleans at Dallas, man. New Orleans destroyed Carolina today. Amazing win. Their defense is really good. So, yeah. Go Birds! Go Birds! Yeah, 11-4 so far with my picks this week. If you follow my content, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I'm happy with 11-4. The Rams played good, though, man. They really played good. Yeah, Matt Stafford is one of the toughest guys in the entire NFL. He's so good. And they had two starting offensive linemen not playing in this game. Once Puka Nacua gets healthy and the offensive line gets healthy, the Rams are going to be just fine. They're going to be in the playoff hunt. They're going to be in the division hunt. Trust me, they are going to be just fine. Then we got Tampa Bay at Detroit. That's another great game. A lot of fun games next week. Colts at Green Bay. That sounds like a lot of fun, too. Yeah, Puka's been dealing with knee injuries all preseason, so, you know, he's got to get healthy. Got to get him healthy, you know. If you haven't yet, guys, make sure you hit that like button. Help get this video out to everybody. Then we got the Jets at Tennessee. I had two of my Survivor Pool picks on Tampa Bay, so that was pretty sweet, Marty. I clocked in with that. The Bengals crushed me today, so I got to buy back in on Monday. Probably going to go with the 49ers. Yeah, the Eagles don't have too tough of a schedule, man. They really don't. If you look at all the games, they got Atlanta on Monday night. They got some time to rest up, so the Birds are going to be just fine, man. All right, what else do we got next week? We got San Francisco at Minnesota, Seattle at New England, New York at Washington, Chargers at Carolina. Man, Carolina is so bad. All right, peace out, Rams. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, bro. And then we got Cleveland at Jacksonville. That's an interesting game. The Raiders at Baltimore. Baltimore seems like the chalk for Survivor this week, right, guys? We got the Rams at Arizona. I like the Rams in that game. Yeah, man, Florida did good today. Pittsburgh at Denver. Cincinnati at Kansas City. I'm taking Kansas City all day long. At home against the Bengals. The Bengals were so bad today playing against. Thanks, Rams. Appreciate you, bro. Cowboys, Dookie. Yeah, the Cowboys look great today. I got that one wrong. 11-4 is not too bad, but I did wrong for the Cowboys. I thought that the pass rush was going to get there, but it didn't. And the offense for Cleveland was so bad, they just put the defense behind the sticks all the time. You know what I mean? Ooh, Adele or Billie Eilish? My wife and my daughter have been really into Billie Eilish lately, so I'm probably going to go that way. Probably go Billie Eilish. I'm more of a daily fantasy player than I am like long season fantasy. I still know a lot about fantasy, but I'm more into daily fantasy with DraftKings. That's my favorite book to play on. Yeah, I mean, the Cowboys look great. Can they do that consistently against a tough schedule? Yeah, the Cowboys have a really, really tough schedule, man. Like, an extremely tough schedule. So we'll see how that plays out. CeeDee Lamb is a dog. We'll see how that offensive line holds up as the season goes along. These rookies, you play 10 and 12 games in college, man. You go from 10 or 12 games to 17 games. These teams that have a lot of rookies at starting positions, you're going to see them wear out in the second half of the season. So we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, I took Kansas City, Philadelphia, Minnesota, New Orleans. I lost the Atlanta and Cincinnati games. Two road teams. Like, home teams did pretty good today for the most part. But some big road wins. Pittsburgh with a big road win. New England with a big road win. You know, this Pittsburgh New England teams, they're going to struggle to score points all year. So their defense has got to lead the way. So then we got the Bears at Houston. I like Houston in those games next week. Chicago's offense was not very good. Caleb Williams played pretty terrible today, actually. But the Texans look really good. They scored 29 on the road. I like the Texans. And then we got Philly at home against Atlanta, who did not look good tonight. Atlanta did not look good at all whatsoever. So the Eagles are in play for me for Survivor. Houston, Kansas City. Maybe you just go Kansas City, Kansas City, Baltimore, and then you just roll the dice for next week. Yeah, dude. Hurts he made terrible decisions. The first one across the middle of the field into, like you said, triple, quadruple coverage. Bad play. The second pick was even more egregious, right? You're up by 5 points. You're in field goal range. Thank ONZ. Appreciate you, dude. So you got to use your football brain a little bit, right? If I'm up by 5 points and 3 points puts me up by 8, that means if the Packers go down and score and get a 2-point conversion, it's still only a tie. And a lot of bad things. Your defense has to play terrible, and you got to give up the 2-point conversion, right? So to throw that interception in that spot was just horrible decision-making on Jalen Hurts' part. Absolutely terrible. I'm sure Kellen Moore and Nick Sirianni are going to get on him about that. He's got to stop trying to force the ball over the middle of the field. That's where his turnovers happen, in the middle of the field. 100%. Appreciate you, Marty. Any given Sunday's right. But, Cincinnati at home losing to a team like the Patriots. So, Jacoby Brissett threw for 121 yards. That's it. And they lost to a team that only passed for 121 yards. It's crazy, man. That's how bad their offense was. I kind of underestimated how much they would miss Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon had a huge game for Houston. I kind of just thought that New England was going to be so bad, but I forgot that T. Higgins wasn't there. I knew about that, obviously, but I didn't realize how much they would miss Joe Mixon and how much Joe Burrow's hand would be an issue. I knew it could potentially be an issue, but I thought he would be able to do enough to get the job done today, but that just wasn't the case. Joe Burrow's hand is shot. So next week, I'm going hard with the Ravens and Kansas City, I think, with my lineups. So I got 4 entries that I got to re-enter for my Survivor pool, right? So I could either go Jets or San Francisco. What are your guys' thoughts? I think I'm going to go all 4 San Francisco, just roll the dice on the team that has been good for a really long time. That's got a great offense, a pretty good defense against a 40-year-old quarterback who didn't play in the preseason at all. I think you got to go San Francisco. You just go push all your chips on San Francisco and just roll the dice. Oh, absolutely, ONZ. Did you see that? Did you see him? 3 tutties. Did you see that catch in the corner of the end zone he had? Yeah, Barkley has... Look how bad the Giants were today. They got blown out by Sam Darnold and the Vikings today at home. The Giants are complete dumpster fire. Barkley never had an offense of line like the one in Philly, man. Barkley's going to... If he can stay healthy... Let's hope he can stay healthy, right? If he stays healthy, he's going to ball out all year long. He's going to be a problem for defenses. Because you can't, how are you going to focus on him when you got A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and Dallas Goedert, man? Pick your poison, right? So, yeah, I'm leaning towards San Francisco in this game. I want to just go over, the injury report for this game just to make sure that there's no injuries that I'm there's a little oversight. But the Jets got a lot of moving parts on the offensive line, right? So I think that the San Francisco 49ers can get it done and get all my 10 entries back for a nice long trajectory in our Survivor pool, right, guys? So I'm going to go San Francisco pretty hard. Yeah, ESPN has San Francisco a 63% chance to win. Zaire Barnes, the linebacker, is out. Wes Schwelzer, IR. Hassan Reddick is not playing in this game. Huff is with the Eagles. And then we got Fotu and Yabalo, the tight end. He's on IR. Ricky Purcell's not playing, but everyone else is healthy. I hope Christian McCaffrey suits up. He should suit up. He's questionable right now, but we'll see if he's ready for tomorrow night's game. I'm really excited for this 49ers team. I think the window is closing because they got to pay all these guys. But their team is just so talented. Kittle, Christian McCaffrey, Debo, Ayuk. Christian McCaffrey, Purdy. They're so good. Trent Williams got paid. Everybody's happy with San Francisco. And if we look at the Jets' depth chart offensively, we'll have to see what Aaron Rodgers can do, man. He's an old man. He's 40 years old, coming off the ACL. He's not going to be very mobile in the pocket, right? So we'll have to see how that kind of shakes out, right? But Breece Hall is dangerous, dude. Very good running back. He's really good. Garrett Wilson's good. Mike Williams is good if he can be healthy, right? So we'll have to see how that plays out. But they got Tyron Smith and Morgan Moses, 2 new tackles on the offensive line there. It should be a little bit better than last year, but we're not really sure. Oh, that game's going to be that's too close to call. I wouldn't be betting on that game at all whatsoever. It's going to be a really close game. Buffalo looked pretty good. Miami's defense really stepped up today too. They were really good. So it's going to be a close game, man. I don't know who's going to win that game, how that's going to shake out. It's going to be extremely close for that Buffalo-Miami game, guys. But can the defense of the Jets stop the San Francisco 49ers offense? A lot of their second-tier players are out or on IR, so the depth is going to be a concern if any of these starters get hurt for the Jets, right? No Hassan Reddick, no Zaire Barnes. But the starters look all pretty healthy, right? But the Jets got to fly across the country, change time zones. It's really tough sometimes. Playing in San Francisco is always tough. The fans are going to be rowdy. Sunday Night Football under the lights. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited about it. If you haven't yet, guys, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Next week's games are looking pretty juicy. I'm going to watch a lot of tape tomorrow, review all these games, kind of get a better idea of where I want to go for my Week 2 picks. Big wins. New England winning on the road was really huge, surprised me. The Bears, Caleb Williams win, even though he didn't play well. That Pittsburgh-Atlanta game was really sloppy. Not the most fun game to watch, but Pittsburgh getting a big road win with Justin Fields, who didn't play bad. He played okay. Jacksonville at Miami, that was a great, exciting, competitive game. Dolphins stole it with a field goal to seal it up at the end. C.J. Stroud got the W. And then the Chargers won that game. Actually, the Raiders lost that game more, in my opinion, than the Chargers actually won it, especially if you look at the box score. Their offense is putrid. Yeah, it was really exciting, man. Really exciting. Jacksonville and Miami was so much fun to watch. Justin Herbert threw for 144 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Dobbins had a big day on the ground, 10 for 135. The Raiders couldn't stop the run at all. The Raiders were horrible against the run. But Gardner Minshew, 25 for 33, 257 and a tutty. That's not too bad. Not too bad. The Raiders couldn't run the ball at all whatsoever, and the defense played 10 times worse than I thought they were going to play. J.K. Dobbins had a big game, 10 carries, 135 yards and a touchdown. But no wide receiver on the Chargers had over 40 yards, and they won the game. The Raiders literally knew they were going to run the ball on 8 out of 10 plays and still couldn't stop the run. And then they had a potential, right, to go for it on 4th down, 4th and 1, and not punt at midfield, and they chose to punt, and then the Chargers went down and scored again. It was I think it was 16-10 at the time, right? What are you doing? Your defense has been terrible all day. And then you're going to just give the ball back to the Chargers? Horrible coaching. Antonio Pierce totally crapped the bed, in my opinion. That was a horrendous performance. Devontae Adams, 5 catches for 59 yards. Myers only had 3 catches. Yeah, I did a lot of so sometimes what I like to do when the odds are kind of close, I like to do a lot of teasers and tease it up for like 9, 10 points. That's what I did. I was super successful with tons of my bets today. We did really, really good. I put $100 of bets out. I made $50, so I made 50% of my money. And if you can make 50% of your money every week, that's how you build your bankroll. I'm going to try to build this bankroll up nice and slow, but we did good, man. We had a great day today. Yeah, Cowboys, Gio did great, man. I was kind of dogging on the Cowboys a little bit, but the offensive line really stepped up. They looked great. The Cowboys looked great. Dak looked really good. The defense is really, really talented in Dallas. The defense really put it on Cleveland today. Cleveland couldn't do anything. They were just straight trash. It was bad. It was bad. Straight bad. So, yeah, I'm going to go over some of my bets with you guys today. We had a winning teaser. Dolphins plus 9.5. Texans plus 10. Eagles plus 10.5. Lions plus 9.5. Cash that bet. We did a 4-team parlay that's still live. Bills, Seahawks, Lions, 49ers. And then we did another teaser that cashed. Great teaser for us. Packers in 15.5. Broncos 19. Raiders 16. And then Dallas Cowboys plus 15.5. That cashed for us. We're killing it, man. We're killing the bets. We won another teaser bet. Minnesota 11.5. Dolphins 9.5. Raiders 16. Cowboys 15.5. Pittsburgh 16.5. And Texans 10.5. That cashed for us. A lot of cash and bets today, guys. We cashed another teaser. Raiders in 12. Vikings in 7. And Cowboys in 11.5. If you want to get all my bets, go to my memberships. The $4.99 tier, you're going to get all my bets on Friday. I will reveal them all to you. All my survivor picks, all my bets for members only on the channel. You got to check the memberships out, man. I already made... So, if you would have followed my bets, you would have made $50 on all my bets. That's enough to pay for 10 months, almost a year's worth of my memberships. Yeah, I can't fight any kangaroos, bro. I weigh 165 pounds. Those kangaroos would break my face. Yeah, Kingdom, Dallas versus New Orleans is going to be a really, really good game, dude. The Saints blew them out. Blew out the Panthers, bro. Yeah, dude, I'm not fighting a kangaroo, dude. Yo, I could hold my own, dude. I wrestled. I did a little MMA. But I can't, a little jiu-jitsu. I'm not choking out a kangaroo. I'm going to break my face. Yeah, Justin Tucker's got that leg, bro. But yeah, we had a lot of good bets this week, guys. Here's another cash. Packers, Chiefs, Saints, 9, 10.5, 15, 16.5. That cashed. We had a 3-team money line parlay. Saints, Dolphins, Bears. That cashed. Solid week. So if you're interested in bets and making some money on betting on football, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, I don't know if you want to call them back, but sure. You know, the Browns, they just didn't play good. They didn't show up to play. Yeah, Caleb's got to play a little bit better than he did this week if they want to beat good teams. The Titans aren't a great team. They're an okay team. They'll be better. Will Levis was pretty terrible today. Jerome Ford is, I don't know. They'll be a lot better when Nick Chubb comes back. That's all I got to say. I like Jerome Ford, but Nick Chubb is like a top 5 running back in the NFL once he's back and healthy. All right. Oh, yeah, I did a Chiefs-Saints parlay, too. That cashed for us. And I did a Dolphins-Texans parlay, too. That cashed. I don't like to do I like to do 2-team parlays. I don't really like to do 3. 3's tough over the length of a season, but 2-team parlays I really like, and I like teasers. I like getting even money on teasers and getting a lot of points. That's the way I like to operate. Yeah, Deshaun Watson was really bad today. He missed a lot of throws. I mean, Puka Nacua is just so big, man. He's so big. He's really good route runner. I mean, Cooper Kupp played great. Can he stay healthy for the whole year? That remains to be seen. He looked great. He looked healthy. But you got to remember, the Lions secondary is trash. They had 2 rookies in Rakestraw and Terry and Arnold out there. And Terry and Arnold and Rakestraw, they're not fast corners. That's why Terry and Arnold kind of fell in the draft, because he ran like a 4.6 40 or something. Yeah, Puka Nacua is a beast, man. Yeah, Puka is a beast. Puka and Cooper Kupp just complement each other so well, man. So they're tough. And once that offensive line gets healthy, I'm a big fan of the Rams. I think they're going to be just fine. The Lions are really good. They almost blew that game, though. Dan Campbell loves blowing leads. All guaranteed, too. All guaranteed money, too, right, for that deal? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. The Cleveland Browns were so desperate for a quarterback. They're like, we'll pay Deshaun Watson whatever he wants. Yikes. He's just missing easy throws. I saw the look on Amari Cooper's face in that game. He was just like, what the hell is going on, man? Dolphins look great. Hermdog looked great. All right, Nathaniel, thanks for tuning in, bro. Appreciate you. But yeah, man, we made some excellent bets. 11-4 on my predictions if you watched my final prediction. So we did pretty good, I think, guys. Pretty good, 11-4. If San Francisco wins, we'll go 12-4. Have a good night, dude. So, yeah, I mean, we're having some fun in this chat, talking some ball, trying to look at some other games that I thought were really fun to watch. Seattle's defense looked pretty good. The scheme looks pretty good with Mike McDonald there. I like Bo Nix. I think he's going to be all right. They couldn't really get the run game going with Denver today, so that's going to be – they got to get the run game going. And they got to throw the ball down the field a little bit, man. They were just dinking and dunking the whole game. Sean Payton loves to dink and dunk, and sometimes, I don't know. Just you got to complete a lot of passes, and a lot of things got to go right to dink and dunk your way down the field. But I thought Josh Allen played really well today. Derek Carr had 3 touchdowns. He looked really good today. The Giants looked horrible. Arizona looks like they're a team in play this year, man. I do. So I do a members-only, like, private Survivor picks. So every Friday I put out all my Survivor picks. I have 10 entries this year, and for my members only, for $4.99 a month, you get all my Survivor picks every single week. I'll put out a little bit of a preview on the teams that I'm looking at earlier in the week, and I put out a lock of the week. And then on Friday, I give everyone my Excel spreadsheet in a video for members only, all 10 of my picks. And also if you sign up for the membership, you get all my bets. I won $50 today on $100 bets, worth of bets, so we're up 50%. So, you know, we're pretty good. So if you followed my bets in 1 week, it paid for a year of membership on my channel. So I'm going to make you guys money. So if you sign up for the membership, you'll get all my bets. Yeah, Mike Evans is a dog, dude. Absolute dog. Go Birds! Fancy cat man. Go Birds! Love myself some Eagles. I like what Kellen Moore and Fangio did. When you have 2 good coordinators, it really changes the scope of your team. It really, really does. Completely changes the scope of how that offense ran. So you see how many times Kellen Moore had A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith and Dallas Goedert and pre-snap motion, kind of moving it around, giving these defenses different looks. They never did that last year. So the offense became stale and very predictable. The motion was great. I loved it. You got to get these guys moving around. These defenses are too good to just be like, oh, we're just going to run a blanket formation and we're not going to move and we're not going to adjust. I like what Kellen Moore did. I think he's going to be very successful with this team as long as... Thanks, dude. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, I give out all my picks. I like to give out all my picks in private member videos on Fridays for my survivor picks and my bets, right? Mike Evans is... That catch was so gross in the end zone, man. That one on the left side, dude. Like, how did he make that catch? He's so good. He's unbelievably good. Luckily for him, the Commander secondary is pretty cheeks. So, we'll see what's up. I know. I got 4 entries. I got to buy back in on my survivor. I got to choose the Jets or San Francisco for those 4 entries. I'm thinking about rolling the dice and going with the San Francisco 49ers. Rams, yeah, man, I'm talking ball with my gang. This is the J All Day Sports Show, and we talk about ball all the time, man. I'm trying to get up to 8,000 subscribers. I'm almost there, man. We're knocking on the door of 8,000 subs. Appreciate that, man. I hope San Francisco wins that game, dude. I hope they do. I think I'm going to just roll the dice and go and just do it. Yeah, I got to keep my eye on that. It says he's questionable, but, like, they've been very careful with him all preseason, so I think he's going to play. He didn't practice too much in camp. He's, like, just getting healthy. That's what he's been doing. They get the extra day of rest playing on Monday night, so I expect him to play for sure. And everyone's paid. Everyone's happy. Everyone's healthy. Ayuk, Debo, and this is a team that, like, they don't need to really play a ton in the preseason because they've been playing with each other for years, right? So Purdy, Kittle, Ayuk, Debo, Christian McCaffrey. Oof. 49ers deep. I don't know how that goes. So there's some changes on the front 7 of the 49ers defense, right? So we got to keep an eye on that. They still got great linebackers. Their safety is back from injury too. His name's escaping me right now, so. Nice, dude. Nice. Yeah, I think the survivor pool plays like 20 grand at the end. So I'm trying to get that dub. Trying to make that cake. Trying to make that cake. But yeah, I'm excited about tomorrow night, guys. I'll go live after the game. Jets at the 49ers. As long as McCaffrey plays, I'm going with San Francisco and in my 4 picks, trying to get my 10 picks back. We won 6 out of 10. We got 4 we got to buy back. So, yeah, Breece Hall's really good, man. Yeah, Breece Hall's really, really good. But Fred Warner is one of the best linebackers in the NFL, so I'm expecting him to, Yeah, I mean, the Jets game's going to be a lot of fun to watch. I'm hoping Fred Warner can slow down Breece Hall. Yeah, I mean, it's hard not to bet against them every week. They're that bad. They're really that bad. They got blown out by a mediocre Saints team. The Saints do have a really good defense, don't get me wrong. They probably have a top 12 unit, maybe top 10 by the end of the year. But the offense is just mediocre. Kamara's getting a little bit older. Olave was pretty much a non-factor today, so we'll have to see how that plays out. Give the teams a couple weeks to kind of, get their juju back. Like, the Raiders really disappointed me today, and so did the Bengals. The Bengals look lost and terrible. Pretty trash, man. But all right, guys, I'm wrapping it up for tonight. I'm going to have some videos out for you on Tuesday talking about some Survivor, some bets, some DraftKings stuff. I'm going to lump them all up on Tuesday. And then remember, if you're interested in bets and Survivor picks, I do my members-only videos on Friday, every single Friday, giving my bets and my Survivor picks, $4.99 a month. We absolutely crushed it this week. We're up 50% on the money we put down. We put $100 down on bets. We're up $50, and I got another bet tomorrow. I had a parlay with the Lions and the 49ers. So if we win again, we'll be up over 60%. 100%. 100%. I kind of didn't realize how big of a factor that was going to be, that them not having Joe Mixon. He's a scapegoat, man. Definitely a scapegoat for Joe Burrow. He was like, his safety blanket. You know what I mean? So, all right, guys. Yeah, Max Crosby is still a beast, but that defense looked horrible. They were terrible against the run. Absolutely Bush League against the run. They were extremely disappointing. But all right, guys, I'm wrapping it up. I'll catch you guys later this week. Have a good night. Enjoy the week. Peace. Go Birds.